I bet you are probably just like me and have seen all of those brand new cameras that were just released over the last few days. The Sony A-1, this is a kind of a funky name for a camera, and the GFX100s. And let me tell you, I bet you are probably also rethinking your religion. Should you sell all of your previous cameras? Maybe you should add them to Facebook Marketplace or to Craigslist. Or if you're really desperate to get into a new camera, that you should put them on eBay and just take the loss of the eBay fees. Well, let me tell you this. I think those cameras are probably going to be amazing, but the best camera that you probably aren't shooting with is a camera that you can actually get for like 1/25 of the price. And today, I'm going to share with you the best camera on the market today. I mean, my opinion, the best camera on the market. Let's get at it. This week, a friend in a Facebook group offered the best DSLR camera ever created for the low price of $50. Naturally, I had to buy it because it is my favorite DSLR camera that I've ever shot with. Now, I know you are probably wondering why in the world would anyone want to pick up a 16-year-old 12.3 megapixel camera in 2021? Well, if you click play on this video, it's probably because you either already know the answer or you are interested in finding the answer. So let me not tease you any longer and give you 5 reasons why you should buy this camera in 2021. Now, the first reason is that this camera is built like a tank. I mean, if you simply look on YouTube, there is a plethora of videos of people who are trying to convince you to buy one in 2021. I am not going to be the one to say that you shouldn't. I have owned about 8 different 5Ds. I've never had any issues carrying this camera, and I've accidentally banged it on several walls and cars and all sorts of things as I've carried it on my shoulder. Plus, for $50, why would you not try and put this camera in a position that you would not put your other more expensive cameras, but probably this is a way less sexy digital camera. Now, the second reason is that I have felt that this camera has had the most film-like quality with the sensor inside of it. The one thing I am seeing all over the place today is presets that make digital images look like film. And if that is the goal you are trying to achieve, then why not have the one camera that will create the most film-like images? Now, the maximum ISO we're shooting at on the 5D is 1600, which is almost about the furthest I would ever push my color film, and the grain in the 5D images resemble the chunky grain that you get in that 1600 speed film. If I'm honest, I would probably never really shoot this camera at anything higher than 1600. Still, if I had to, I would automatically convert it to black and white because it's kind of garbage. Okay, let's be honest again. This camera absolutely shines between ISO 50 and 400. I would put the images from the 5D up against any camera made today, well, in great light. Reason number 3 is because you can get so many cheap EF lenses. I know we all lust after L glass like the 50-1.2 and the 85-1.2, but there are really cheap lenses like the 28-2.8 that you can be scored on for like $100 on eBay, or the cheap Nifty 50, which you can get brand new for about $150. You can be all in with the 28, 50, and an 85 for roughly under $500, and you can take some fantastic images with this camera. That would total around $600 for a kit that could take some great photos for years to come. Alright, reason number 4. It's probably not what you would think, but I love all of the imperfections of this camera. I love the limited 9-point autofocus points. In fact, the autofocus points are really worth using is the center one. I always use the center autofocus point and then recompose to get the image that I want. And I love that the camera has only 12 megapixels. Not megapixels, pickles. Because it means that I don't have to waste a ton of space on my hard drives. I've always felt chasing megapixels didn't really matter much because you could get a perfectly great 16 by 24 printed image with 12 megapixels. I also love that the rear LCD screen is practically useless. You can't really tell if your photo is in tack sharp, but then again, a tack sharp image doesn't always mean that it is a good image. Also, Leica will happily charge you a premium of $7,000 to $10,000 for a digital camera without a rear LCD screen. So why not have one that kind of works for like 50 bucks? Also, the camera menu is about as simple as it gets. Have you ever tried to navigate through a Sony A7 series menu? You need to take like 5 months to figure out where everything is located and what all the features actually do. Sometimes simplicity is essential when it comes to creating great imagery. Last and definitely not least is that less is more. The 5D Classic is by far a less superior camera than what you can buy today. I want to be honest, it is. However, I would strongly argue that it is still extremely capable of being an everyday shooter for the working photographer. Yes, the Classic only has one compact flash card slot. However, I also know a lot of professionals that are shooting with one card slot Canons and Leicas today. I also know a lot of photographers who are shooting with $6,000 to $10,000 cameras with one card slot. Despite all the camera simplicity, the mixture of the beautiful sensor and the film camera-like feel makes it a compelling camera to buy today in 2021. Listen, this is just a really short video about this camera. I hope you enjoyed this. I love this camera and I think you would too. I have always felt that the 5D is one of the best cameras to own and one of the cheapest full frame cameras that truly puts out some tremendous results today. I would encourage you to maybe look out and see if you can buy one. They're pretty cheap. But yeah, they're an awesome camera. And if you like this review, please give me that thumbs up love. And I hope you will subscribe to my channel. Thanks again. I cannot wait to see you with my next video. Take care.